recording this podcast late December, and we are days away from a brand new year. On New Year's Eve, a new consciousness dawns on the earth, signifying a time for renewal, reflection, and welcoming fresh beginnings. The new year will begin for many of us with resolutions on how we can lose weight, travel more, or save money. Some will resolve to drink less or overcome unhealthy habits and indulgences. For many, they will declare that they will spend more time with family, or learn something new, or even change jobs. Does that sound familiar? Let's switch it up just a tad and add a magical element and promise ourselves that we will start this next year with a fresh, new, magical perspective as we welcome those new beginnings. What do I mean? Let's look at things from a different point of view, a magical point of view. Are you ready to switch it up? Are you ready to add magic to the new year? Then tune in to this episode. Hello, kindred spirits. Welcome to the Magical Mystical Divinations Podcast. I'm your host, Southern Mystic Tama P, creator of mysticdivinations.com. That's mystic with a K, by the way. I invite you into my sacred space in East Tennessee, where I will share with you topics on inner magic, mystical insight, and most importantly, how to use divination to enhance and improve your daily life. Grab your favorite drink and hang out with me for a spell as we connect on a higher level beneath our beautiful Mother Moon. So today, I am asking you to invoke a new perspective to the upcoming new year. By definition, a new perspective is a different way of looking at something, or considering other options to achieve the desired results. Having a new perspective can help open your mind to new realities. Open-mindedness is the willingness to consider alternative viewpoints and be receptive to diverse experiences and ideas. By being open to new perspectives, we not only enrich our lives, but also foster empathy, understanding, and personal growth. We can still have common New Year's resolutions in place, and I know most of us will repeat the same old resolutions. But I have to ask, did they work out for you last year or the year before? Were the results temporary? If you had complete success, then kudos for your diligence and perseverance. If you only saw short-term results, then still pat yourself on the back because you took affirmative action and you know how to get started on making changes. And you recognize that you do have the ability to make changes. And in that knowledge lies the power to manifest. And manifesting is magical in itself. So when we think about how we want to make a change in the upcoming new year, let's challenge ourselves to use a different or new method to get those results. This is what I'm talking about. Let's add magic to our resolutions with any of the following practices, such as the methods I'm sharing today, which will incorporate either divination, astrology, numerology, incantations, and even spirit meditation. They may not all appeal to you, but maybe one will. So allow me to touch upon how to use these special tools or special powers to achieve your New Year's resolutions. In episode 3 of season 1, we talked about unleashing your inner magic, and I asked you to define magic. If we step back in time to our childhood selves, believing in magic was a lot easier. The definition of magic might have been different then than now, but we accepted that magic was real for most of us. Do you remember the wonder and awe that thoughts of magic produced? Felt pretty good, didn't it? And we didn't burden ourselves with anxieties and worries and fear. We didn't overthink. We allowed our minds to explore and be free without judgment. So let's tap into our inner child for the time being. Let go of the worry about judgment for the time being, so that you can open your mind and consider alternative ideas. In nearly every episode, I express that my content is not geared towards any religious or non-religious beliefs. All I ask is that you believe in yourself and believe in your own abilities to tap into the subconscious mind and all of the elements that our Mother Earth provides for us to live a comfortable and satisfying life. I personally believe in a higher source, and if you believe that way, then tap into your faith system that you already have in place. Now hear me out. Let's go back to our inner child and bringing magic into our resolutions. By definition, our inner child is our original or true self. It is part of our subconscious that has been picking up messages before we were able to fully process what was going on. Our inner child may have suffered from traumas, fears, or loss, but that same child was resilient and able to hold on to hopes and dreams for the future. Our inner child still recalls those hopes and dreams, which can produce an excitable flutter when we recall certain memories as a child. For instance, like learning to ride a bike without training wheels for the first time, or going to Disney and meeting all of our favorite characters. We can recall our first taste of cotton candy, or our first overnight slumber party. When we pull up these memories, we get all warm and fuzzy inside, and it feels good to taste a little bit of that excitement again. The key is to recognize that our inner child is always trying to communicate with us. We just have to listen and give that inner child freedom to come forward. Embrace him or her. Give your inner child a welcoming hug and feel the warmth that comes with acceptance. Welcome the innocence of hopes and dreams. The inner child has a naturally active imagination, which we carry within us for our lifetime. And our inner child accepts magical thinking without suppression. That is, until adults and science eventually extinguish that belief, in some cases. But the idea of magic can be exciting and wondrous for children, providing a sense of possibility and adventure in their world. And that's exactly what we need when we envision our hopes and dreams in our future. We need that excitement and the sense of possibility and adventure. Which brings me back to manifesting what we want. True, there is no magic potion or pill that will make our dreams come true instantly, but there is intention and determination and taking small steps that will help you achieve what you want. So let's see if we can bring magical thinking and action into helping us achieve and sustain our New Year's resolutions. I looked up what the top resolutions will be for 2025, and several sources reveal that topping the list was financial improvement. Of course, we can spend less on non-essential items. We can pay down our credit card debt. We can set aside a few bucks to add to our savings. Those are tried and true methods, but with minimal results for most. The next most popular resolution was to eat healthier, exercise more, and then the next was to lose weight. 14% of the respondents wanted to spend more time with family. Another resolution was to quit smoking. At least 43% of people surveyed were not going to make any New Year's resolutions, according to Statista.com. It makes me wonder if it's because all of the common or popular methods to achieve those results failed. So I ask, what else can we do to keep our New Year's resolutions beyond the first month or two? Well, let's start with visualization. Set a very clear, concise image about how you want your results to look, but be realistic. For instance, since finances topped the survey, we can't start with getting a mansion and a yacht first thing. Well, you can start visualizing that, but it will take a lot longer to achieve those results, and you may get discouraged before you reach your goal. So set realistic goals. Imagine the goal, imagine and see the results. Create a visualization board if you want. Remember how our childhood self colored or painted pictures of a house with a family and a rainbow or a big, bright, smiling sun, and everyone appeared happy in those paintings? Our adult self should create something similar. You can cut and copy and paste if you don't want to draw or paint, but create a realistic visual to focus on. This will work with any of the resolutions you make, and this will be your target goal, and should be within grasp with improvements to your current everyday situation. It helps to have a daily or weekly reminder. That's why I like creating a visualization board to refer to, or a journal that you reflect upon to see how you are doing and progressing. I always recommend positive affirmations. I like to change mine up weekly or monthly depending upon progress. You can write or say things like, I am attracting abundance, or I am financially secure. Even if you are broke right now, you have to dispel your negative beliefs and speak about being financially secure as if you already are, and believe that you are, and you will be better off as you work towards your financial goals. You can use positive affirmations and visualization boards with every resolution. Belief and perception are everything. And this method incorporates incantations. Told you we would be adding magic to your everyday life. Your inner child adores being praised and adores recognition. So tap into that and enjoy the praise and thankfulness for what you already have. Give yourself praise for what you have achieved thus far, and express thankfulness for the roof over your head and the clothes on your back. This will help you cultivate a positive mindset towards wealth and also towards any goal, because positivity increases productivity. As many of you know, I love working with crystals and stones and the energy they harness and the powers they represent. Since finances is number one on the 2025 top resolution, I'll keep referring to it. So one of the things that I do to help attract wealth is to put certain stones in my wallet that signifies money and wealth, such as citrine, jade, or green aventurine. Although the stones themselves can't put money in my bank account, it serves as a constant reminder of my goal. It gives me a visual of what my intention is. In those times when I'm not actively thinking about my intentions and goals, these stones help remind me. There are also rituals and spells you can use to stay focused on saving money and achieving goals. These serve as symbolic actions when you use items like candles, crystals, and herbs, aligning them with your goals. For instance, for health and wellness, there is a green tea ritual. Brew a cup of green tea, add a pinch of mint for vitality, sip this tea slowly with intention and purpose, and visualize yourself healthy, and recite a positive affirmation before or after you drink the tea. It's that simple. Do this daily or weekly, or with the moon phases. For career changes or to attract abundance, you can burn a green or gold candle while speaking aloud what you wish to attract, sealing the deal with a written intention, and devote a few minutes to this ritual several times. You can write your intentions on the tapered candle if you wish. I love the glass altar candles or spell candles because you can write your goals and intentions on the glass. Again, you don't have to burn through the candle in one sitting if time does not allow that. Keep the candle, snuff out the flame for safety when you are done, and then reignite the candle the next day or as soon as you can and sit while visualizing and meditating. Stay consistent and do this until all of the candle is burned. Then your spell is complete. Whether you are focusing on finances or healthier eating habits or losing weight, write down ways for you to meet your goals. Set aside specific days or times to either educate yourself further on attaining your goals or in actively seeking opportunities to make these goals attainable. These are the small steps I speak about, and coupled with positive affirmations and a productive mindset, are conditioning you to incorporate better habits and mindfulness, which will help you reach your goals. Let me show you another way to use magic. Bring out those tarot cards or oracle cards. Choose a deck that is geared towards what you are seeking to improve or change in your life, such as the Money and Life tarot cards available on Amazon, or the Career and Money deck. There is a deck of tarot or oracle cards available on almost any subject we can dream up. And if there isn't, it's an opportunity to create a deck and become an author, and so on and so forth. I was speaking about welcoming our inner child and bringing that side of ourselves back to life, and there is an actual inner child oracle deck available to help you tap into that magic. There is a Nature Nurture oracle deck to help you with better and healthier living. There is an oracle deck called How to Heal Yourself, which helps you release emotional baggage to become your healthiest, happiest self. I own the Subtle Body Oracle deck and even have a small video about it on YouTube, which is geared to help us heal, balance, and activate our chakras, which helps us to access the power of our intuition. There is a Magical Herb Oracle deck or a Green Witch Oracle deck that will guide you on the use of oracle magic while incorporating herbs and flowers and nature's natural remedies into your life. Of course, there's an abundance of self-help books and websites and groups that you can join virtually or in person to help you stay on course and help keep you motivated. Within all of us is the connection to a higher source, no matter your belief, even if your highest self is the higher source. Ask and pray for the strength to achieve your resolutions. Ask for insights to discover new ways to reach your goals. Ask for opportunities to come forward for you to attract people who can help you along the way. This in itself is spirit meditation, when you pause to pray or ask for anything. So see how easy it is to incorporate magic into your daily life? See how capable we are of manifesting? The tools are available, many, many more tools than I've mentioned here. And the faith is available for you to reach out and welcome and believe in. I want you to please try a new method when you set this year's New Year's resolutions. I'm asking that you take some time to be still, to be quiet. Think about what would bring you joy. Recognize that you truly deserve it. And feel the enthusiasm, and use that enthusiasm to propel you to the next step, the next adventure that your heart beats for. I ask you to pray or meditate. I love written prayers, and I always love to journal my intentions. I feel the written form is stronger, perhaps, but it makes it more tangible, something I can review and recite, and once again, feel what I need to feel in order to spur further action. I ask you to express gratitude. Do it today, right now if you can. Think of 5 things you are grateful for. Do this every week if you can, or keep a gratitude journal. You will be surprised how powerful this practice is. This helps us view things differently and more positively. Even if it's seeing a sunset or being grateful that your plane is arriving on time. There are always things to be grateful for. And remember, our inner child loves praise. So praise yourself for everything you do that doesn't come naturally. Give extra praise for that. Learn to discern, which is an ability to judge well, or better yet, the absence of judgment with the view of obtaining spiritual guidance and wisdom. When I have big decisions to make, I try to pay attention to whether I feel peace or apprehension about making those decisions. I look at whether the options align with my values. I try to steer away from that which repels me. It just means I have to take a different path or make different choices. Sometimes it's impossible to know the outcome before making the choice, so I allow myself the space to grow, to make mistakes, and be renewed. Sometimes finding the courage to take a leap of faith is the lesson itself, but each achievement elevates me a little higher with my connection to the divine. So when you are making your New Year's resolutions, remember you don't have to do it alone. Find an accountability partner if you want. If you have a like-minded friend, this is very beneficial for weight loss and going to the gym, but also for other resolutions. With a positive mindset and dedication, anything is possible. Amazing things can happen. Although a new year rolls around every January, a new you is possible at any time. And since finances were the top goals for 2025, let me add some solid words of wisdom. Utilize a service that most banks offer where spare change from spending with a debit card is rounded up and automatically deposited into your savings accounts. You're saving without thinking. You can also save your spare change that you get when you use cash, and then make a time when you want to cash it in, like one calendar year or right before or after Christmas or someone's birthday. Just save all that money until then. Also, be sure to look out for additional income sources. Create a side hustle or a way to generate passive income. Legally, of course, and within your time constraints, but there are more opportunities available now than ever before. Also, create a realistic budget. And trust me when I say that once you have seen your spending and savings on paper or in a spreadsheet, it can be a real eye-opener. As painful as it may be, review your finances as soon as you can so that you can get a grasp on where you have bad spending habits. Now, that inner child we talked about might get a little pouty when you do this. Don't let the gloom bring you down, because you know that what will bring joy to that child is a reward. And you deserve it. So create a reward system. What has your inner child been longing for and wishing for? This is where that visualization board or pictures of the reward will come in handy. You may need several small incentives along the way, because as you achieve your goals, even in increments, you should give yourself something to look forward to and to reward yourself with. Save the largest, most expensive reward till the last so that when you do achieve your financial goal, you get the big reward. Recognize that we have to take action to achieve our goals. Manifesting doesn't happen without effort, but the end result will be well worth the effort. As for weight loss, which is the next most common New Year's resolution, start by subtracting 500 calories from your diet each week. That could be as simple as foregoing a Starbucks latte or a soda, or not having that brownie at the end of your dinner. Then after a few weeks, subtract another 500 calories. I like the 3-3-3 rule, which also incorporates numerology. It has helped me to lose almost 25 pounds. Basically, you eat 3 balanced meals, drink 3 bottles of water before 3 p.m., have at least 3 hours of exercise each week, and you can divide that into ever how many minutes per day to achieve it. And then if you must have snacks, you have 3 very small healthy snacks in between meals, such as raisins or almonds or something small like that. That has nutritional value, not sugar. And here's why the number 3 is important. The number 3 has always held powerful symbolism. Think about good things coming in threes. The birth, life, death cycle, the mind, body, soul connection, the 3 acts of a typical story. It symbolizes optimism, enthusiasm, and the ability to find beauty in the world around us. I hope I've sparked some new perspective for you today. I hope you will incorporate a little magic into your New Year's resolutions. And we will touch base later on in the year and see how we're doing on our resolutions. I hope you will stick with them. But I thank you for joining me. And stick with me and my podcast for the year of 2025. I can't wait to see what 2025 has in store for us. Have a very blessed and happy New Year. This has been a Mystic Divinations podcast. That's Mystic with a K. Please comment, subscribe, and follow me on my various social media platforms.